I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding! You'll find me, right? Like you always do!
Serena.
Não, lembrei quem é. De onde eu tinha lembrado esse nome de Serena. NPCzinho lá de Amphorius.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
Eita.
It was because of me.
É isso que eu ia falar.
It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
Isso que eu tava lembrando, o Hugo teve que matar ou deixar a irmã morrer, alguma coisa assim. Ups.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
Servant, indifferent servant. Inner demon. What a cruel bastard. As expected of a disgusting bastard. Lady Serena was so nice to him, yet how does he still have the nerve to stay in this house? They shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy, lowly blood. Curses and insults encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. The mockery and rage form a wave that crashes through him, threatening to drown him. Then, as the cacophony. Then, as the cacophony reaches its peak, it goes silent. The air seems to congeal in the silence, deep and oppressive. It is as if time stood still, with only his rapid heartbeat echoing.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes, your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times. But I was careful, and they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel rats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions.
Caralho, os próprios irmãos matou a menina?
Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
Não tá fazendo um bom caso pra ele, viu, Inner Demon?
I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon transforms into him again.
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires.
Olha, o Hugo malvado é da hora, hein?
Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our side. Boring.
Boring? I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example.
Né?
Is that not karma?
Karma no seu auge.
Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
Espirrou saúde. As if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family.
Family. It's been a long...
You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition.
Acho que não tá falando nesse sentido, Inner Demon.
So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Será que agora é de verdade ou tem mais algum tratamento psicológico para fazer? Hugo strengthened out his attire and tidied himself up. Then he opened the warehouse door.
Lycon.
Mais cara.
Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
Hugo.
Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Não, Hugo. Infelizmente essa sessão terapêutica ainda não terminou. Tá longa pra caralho. Lycan, why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they were all your fault. You know, you are exactly like your father. Eita, Lycan, calma. Calma aí, mano.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow. An easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
É por causa da sua ação, não?
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycan. You're
Inner demon.
the other me, hidden deep within my heart.
Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycan is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he's still within an illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
Espero que seja a última vez, cara.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycan split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated, and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened.
Ou melhor ainda, se ele não tivesse nem tentado, também não aconteceria nada.
innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Topps, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred?
The power.
Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily.
Caralho, mano, mas nem o Wanderer teve um arco tão gigantesco assim de redenção. E o Hugo nem precisa.
The most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them, and I don't need to be.
Essa voz já tá me irritando já, velho.
Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
Vou enfrentar ele? A sombra dele? Vai ter gameplay do Hugo? Ó, vai ter gameplay do Hugo, cara. Quando usa skill, o ult. Não, quando o skill ou a ult acerta um inimigo stunado, ativa o Totalize. Esse efeito aumenta o multiplicador da skill, no dano, né, da skill, baseado na duração do stun do inimigo. Ah, no momento que ativou o Totalize. Totalize, enemy. Ah, então. Deixa eu ver. Ah, então em vez de dar aquele stun lá e o chain attack, ele ativa o Totalize e o inimigo já volta. Ok.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that. You know!
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
It's about time you feel. You're just afraid to admit it. You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire.
Mano, o gameplay do Hugo é da hora, hein?
Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
Né, então, ele é bem
For
de
what
boa
it's worth, thank you.
de jogar.
Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice. Strength, forgiveness, justice.
They are all part of me. Não falou no final. Pô, não consegui nem usar a ult dele. Finally, it's time to meet up with YIXUAN. De verdade dessa vez?
Hugo, it's time. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
Like tá tipo constrangedor.
This is just like what I saw in my dream.
Nossa, finalmente acabou, cara. Não tava mais aguentando aquela voz.
I guess there are still some lingering side effects.
Nossa, passei 3 dias lutando contra eu mesmo. Dá 2 kg de batata frita.
Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Lacon falls silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin but a familiar chocolate.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
Meu chocolatinho.
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Com uma moedinha de chocolate, Lacon, vai matar a fome de milhões. Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Drogas. Muitas drogas.
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Não sendo numa quest, tá ótimo.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
Que ele falou?
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone?
Ah, tá.
I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
Ai, ai. Vamos pro ban do dia.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stared out at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both his eyes.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltis fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
Você tem a Belle e a Vivian pra salvar.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So, you kicked things off by approaching Edmund from the top speak shots, and did you manage to sweet talk him? I am a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So, I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers. But that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsider in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security there is no joke, so I had to leverage tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they got plenty of modes planned next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction to lure in the Exaltists. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the robe of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic hero. I heard that after the auction, they found a stash of counterfeit Dennis. Pagaram com dinheiro falso. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly, I think those Dennis would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then you found Hartman's and talking to a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltists. Cara, por que essas frases não tem voz, mano? É uma puta conversa no meio da quest principal, cara. Sem voz, pelo amor de Deus. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. The Rosparan, look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death and put yourself out. Ah, o Lycon tá sendo a Paimon. Tá resumindo pra gente que não entendeu. You faked your own death to pull yourself out of the mess, and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a sec, if that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Lycon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltists, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough to chat, we got bigger things to deal with. Nossa, finalmente! Vocês falam pra caralho, puta que pariu. Muito texto sem voz, cara.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. I know where they are.
Demora 5 anos pra terminar as frases, velho.
Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow. What? Can't handle it?
Come on, let's get them out of here.
A miraculous moment. The end is nigh.
The end is nigh. You untie the workers. Valeu. Tu falou que tinha trabalho. Prendeu eles. Tomou algum remédio estranho? Não. Tem mais um grupo lá na frente. Pega essa cenoura e vaza daqui. Tá.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try. As you More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Thank you. Tá, tem mais gente na...
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Opa.
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource, no different from the ether his company mines in the Hollow.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised, it's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds real suspicious.
Péssima hora pra duvidar disso, né, minha amiga?
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Exatamente.
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
Mas minha amiga, velho.
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
Que sem sentido isso.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were promised. But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
Ih, lá vem a pilulazinha. The first man pulls out a bunch of white pills and gives one to each worker. Another Ravenlock family member seems a bit doubtful and leans in to whisper.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before. Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the Hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
E aí?
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
Mas é exatamente isso, Hugo.
If that's
Como
not
assim?
what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
É.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine.
Você trocou o medicamento?
Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
Meanwhile, the workers have also made their decision, except for the talkative worker. Most of them already swallow the pills. That's when the arrogant Ravenlock family member finally reveals his true nature, saying, "You think I'd let you run?" while forcibly shoving the pill into the worker's mouth. After clearly capturing everything, Hugo lets out a sigh of relief.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
A cara do Lycon.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them, even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess? And before I get angry, your legs? How are they? To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight.
Ele ia perguntar das pernas do cara, mano.
You had a
Eu
lot
odeio
more
diálogo em
aggression.
luta.
I've merely learned to control my strength.
Eu simplesmente
When I need to be
odeio
aggressive,
diálogo
I
em
will
luta.
be.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team.
Aim to hunt.
Vai, Alexa. Você consegue.
Take this.
Prepare to kneel before me. Let the party begin.
The end is now.
The two defeated Ravenlock family members. Não mostra aqui o diálogo, né?
God damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here.
Here delivers a switch up to the back of the necks of the Ravenlock family members.
Don't worry, Icon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. The workers carried the Ravenlock family members away. Now only Lycan and Hugo remain.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
Quem tá fazendo o antídoto?
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug. Besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack.
Ih, ele ouviu quando o Jack falou pro Lycan parar ele.
Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
Agora tem o...
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location.
After leaving the hollow, the two arrive at a place with nice scenery.
Like that incident back then. I didn't do it.
Agora, conversa de coração para coração do casal.
It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You...
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed. But I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words. And I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right. Even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path. Like
E aí?
Should I say thank you?
Isso que eu ia falar, ué, Hugo, não é como se o Lycon tivesse pedido tua permissão.
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and I.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world, like a god.
Não está totalmente errado, mas ele não seguiu por esse caminho.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
Né? As Igor recounts the process of gathering evidence, Hartman, unable to listen any longer, slams the table. Meu Deus! O Hugo tava contando tudo aquilo pro Hartman, coitado. Se eu não aguentei, imagina o Hartman.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
Eita.
On behalf of Tops, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions.
Oh, Edmund.
Tops is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Não te conheço. Só tô vendo metade do seu rosto, mas já te quero. Porque você parece bonitão, hein? Você tá parecendo bonitão, hein? Você é o cabeça do Tops? Não sei se ele usa monóculo ou se o óculo dele está torto, porque, né, o da direita aparece mais a lente, mas tem um negócio redondo na esquerda. 2 brincos, a roupa bonitona. Então, Tops terminou a parceria com a família Ravenlock. De efeito imediato, não tem mais afiliação com eles.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Espero que não. O Anax é chato demais. Eu gosto do Anax, mas ele é chato demais.
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back.
O Lycon tem essa cicatriz no lado esquerdo? O Lycon hoje? Ou a máscara do tapa-olho esconde?
I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
Então, eu não entendi essa redenção, porque o Hugo nem precisa de redenção. Foi um arco de redenção maior até do que o do Wanderer, cara. E pra um personagem que nem precisava disso. Mas enfim, não tá ruim não, só tá exaustivo, que foi muita conversa.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
You leave the Ravenlock Manor and Noga's speedboat. After reaching Port Elpis, you all wait for Lycon to arrive.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish. so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions.
Silver tongue.
In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
With Lycon's assistance, you successfully leave the Ravenlock family manor and return to the Vija Star.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
What is? Então você sabia de tudo?
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You guys are really close.
You two sure are close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger.
Mano, ainda tem todo o bagulho com a Dina. Será que vai terminar nessa quest ou vai pra quest futura?
Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
You have no idea where the real core is?
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
Bel, mais
The real core has always been here.
Pelo amor de Deus, se o Hugo tá vivo, significa que o core tá com ele, né?
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
After finding the pendant sent by Vivian, Hugo takes it and gently presses a hidden clasp. The pendant clicks open from the middle. Inside is the sacrifice core. Fancy collectible. Ah, então... Estava com a gente o tempo todo. Só você não viu.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed. since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
Por que eu não tô achando uma boa ideia mandar esse negócio pro prefeito?
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
We don't need to worry about the sacrifice core now. Sem certeza, Bel. Você tá que nem a galera do Express. Tu confia demais na galera do nada.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Ah, isso é verdade.
Yes. And we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Também.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
Eu duvido muito, Vivi.
All right. That's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
Então provavelmente vai ficar pra próxima história. O que tá errado? Você não tava com pressa de voltar e descansar? Se tornar... Você age como se fosse se tornar um lobisomem depois da meia-noite. Como você tá se sentindo? Relaxa, não tô morrendo ainda. Mas você parece mais cansado do que o normal. Let's get another something nasty. That's all. O restante da droga? Skin your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have remember what I said back when I faked my death. For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh. And preserve through the darkest hour before dawn. Not wrong, sure, but it was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny, nothing more. You've really come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment. Hugo, you've got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets. I will. I'll lay it all out, I promise. After that little chat, like on Hugo and Vivian say their goodbye and take off. Back in your room, you drift off to sleep. Nice sleep. Belle, you sent a messenger earlier. There's new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of a new sacrifice serum. He wants us to be your guide. He, Vivian, and Icon will be heading to the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. Nossa, é verdade, ainda tem a cena com o olho da Belle. Meu Deus, quanto tempo tem mais de quest? And I'll use the HDD system this time to head into the Hollow with you all. Tell me when you're ready and remember to bring Eos with you. Bora. De novo aqui? E aí, galera? Digam X. A Vivian e o Hugo de canto, olhando de canto de olho e o Larkon sendo emo. No. But the manager here. Haven't you learned Phaeton leading the way for me? Must be the luckiest person alive. We'll be counting on you too, as according to my intel, this is quite a large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina wouldn't put out the serum in one place, so we may need to split up. Just to be safe, we'll be... Hello, Vivian.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby.
Completa a missão. Okay.
I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too.
In position.
Dina's getting ready to make her move.
I'm part of Mockingbird too.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out. Quickly now. Say no more.
Yeah.
In position.
Oh
In
my.
position.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first. I'm... Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
O Hugo acaba de dar 200.000 de dano no Totalize. Levando em consideração que não tem nem... Né, é tudo C0. $85.104. Ai, ai.
Only for Master Proxy.
You're not taking anything from here!
Hugo, get the guards first.
Allow me to reap your soul.
Oh my.
You just stepped into your own grave! Bullseye!
Fools.
At your service.
Don't you know? Get my dress dirty and you'll pay.
Say no more.
What? Can't handle it? Prepare to kneel before me.
I'll take you. For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles.
Quick, truth is a beloved fairy tale.
Where are you looking? How deep?
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
Ainda. E conhecendo o ZZZ, a gente sabe que ela vai injetar nela mesma.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
How about splitting up?
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Não, pensei que... Ah, então o Aiza ficou.
I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety.
Né, tem esse lado.
Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
Tu é irmão, não tem o que fazer. Teu irmão se preocupar. Teu papel é se preocupar. As they talk, Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds tears as she gazes at one of them. Eee! She turns and quickly approaches the area where London's serum is stored. Vivian recalls the tears she shed when looking at Phaeton and the destiny she saw them. É verdade, ela já tinha chorado com a Belle.
This is the future I saw.
Tá. Será que isso é um spoiler? Então, foi um spoiler sem querer? Porque é o Phaeton caindo com uma asa, mas a gente sabe quem tem uma asa, né? Então pode ser que a gente não esteja caindo da morte, sim. A asa está nos salvando e a gente está caindo normal.
Lord Phaeton.
Vivian closes her eyes as if making a decision. Then grabs a vial of London's serum. O que você vai fazer, Vivian? If a tragedy is inevitable, then let the misfortune fall upon me.
I'm sorry.
Vivian.
This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune.
Você não traz coisa nenhuma, Vivian.
That's all I wish for.
Don't touch me.
So leave this to me, Lord Phaeton. Don't touch me.
É só Vivian. A gente se separou, por isso que só tá Vivian. Esqueci desse detalhe.
Lord Phaeton, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Adoro quando ela fala isso.
Fool, there are containers by the fissure. Don't touch me. There's got to be something inside. Let's try opening them.
Que isso?
Fool.
Trabalhadores, we don't want no money anymore. Please just let us go. I don't think I'm going to make it. Just in my pain, please. We're here to save you. Are there any other captives? There were, but they all turned into ethereals. So many ethereals, they're all dead. Please just let us go. The girl never intended to let us live. My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hollow alive. We promise. Thank goodness. Be careful. So many people were running with us. But our Ethereals now really scary Ethereals. Tá. After contacting Hugo and Lycan, they quickly arrived. They eventually decide to have them first take the civilians into a safe place, while Vivian and you continued the search for any overlooked serum or victims. Shortly after they leave, a familiar voice comes. Dina? Yeah.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options. They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition? Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then. Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows.
Caralho, Dina, uma lavagem cerebral foda pelo seu pai.
Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done?
Ela acordou pra vida.
You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope. Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina.
Cara, mas vocês deixam muita gente... Vocês deixam essa galera falar demais até.
You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel. No. Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina? Don't look at me with such pity!
Calma, eu conheço... Puta, essa última frase da Dina...
Don't look at me with such pity!
É a Marte?
Don't look at me with such pity!
Não é possível que é a Marte.
No. In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? Don't look at me with such pity!
Esse Piri saiu bem Marte, mas não sei se é a via da Marte.
Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope. Tina, it's not too late to stop. stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives.
E aí? Vê se você tem a mesma opinião comigo. Essa parte aqui te lembra alguém?
Don't look at me with such pity. Don't look at me with such pity. Don't look at me with such pity.
Não parece a voz da Marte?
Don't look at me with such pity.
Parece a Citlali falando até.
Look at me with such pity.
As duas é a mesma VA, não o Gabi. Só que eu não sei, ela falando normal não lembra nada da VA.
You're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope.
Só que essa frase aqui, ela saiu muito a VA da Marte.
Look at me with such pity. That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal. No one deserves to be a sacrifice. Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me.
Tá, mas eu não tô falando de personagem, tô falando da VA.
I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them.
Transformando todo mundo em etéreo, aí todo mundo vive dentro do Hollow.
I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope. And I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
Eu acho que ela já passou desse ponto, mas tudo bem.
The point of no return. I passed that point ages ago.
Até ela concorda.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Camille resolutely walks towards the fissure, as Dina stares after her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. Vivian is about to stop her, but Dina uses the controls to open a container door e tira o surge out, blocking the path. Meu Deus do céu, cara.
Take out these ethereals first. Ian, Lord Phaethon. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste.
Então vocês têm que agir um pouquinho mais rápido, hein?
Ambush! Guilty! Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon. They must be on the other side of the fissure.
Eu sei. Você vai falar mais alguma coisa ou vai? Não, a Camille foi se sacrificar. E a Dina foi atrás. E aí no final, como tudo no ZZZ, as duas vão se matar. Certeza. É, Camille foi de F.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault. Losing my father, losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life.
Que mostrou aqui quando você não tava. Mostrou aquela cena de novo da Vivian. Vendo a morte do Phaethon, né? Só que eu tô achando que com a... Ué, o quê? Você não fez a quest do último patch? Ah, então você perdeu a imagem. A Vivian viu o Phaethon morrendo, né? Porque sempre quando ela chora, ela vê a morte, né, de alguém. E aí ela viu a gente caindo com uma asa Só que eu acho que a Rui spoilou. Porque eles acabaram de, né? Eles acabaram de mostrar um personagem que tem uma asa gigante. Então, tipo, não que eu acreditasse que o Phaeton ia morrer, né? Mas spoiler isso antes da história do jogo sair é foda, mano.
At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place, in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing.
Quão cabeça dura a pessoa tem que ter de escutar da boca da outra pessoa que a Vivian não tem culpa nenhuma e que ela não quer que a Dina vá pelo mau caminho, e ela ainda insiste em falar que a culpa é da Vivian.
Because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me. It's only because of my ability that Landon... I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control.
Claro que pode, minha filha. Ai, caralho. Existe psicólogo pra quê, né?
Of course. The same goes for fear and hatred.
É, exatamente. Não existe psicólogo no ZZZ.
I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me.
Of course, I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears, and if that day would come,
And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death. Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way. Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father.
Minha filha, você tá numa síndrome de Estocolmo foda.
I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world.
Já é o suficiente, melhor do que o que você tá fazendo.
But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
Mas esse Exaltis tem cara de religião mesmo. Só ver o trailer da 2.0.
I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Eu ia falar um negócio, mas deixa pra lá.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Tina?
Não, porque eu prefiro ser uma retardada mental.
Vivian. I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
Isso que eu ia falar. Se injeta logo então, caralho.
I don't want to hate myself. So I can only hate you for killing my father. And hate Camille for leaving me.
Nossa, que triste sua vida.
That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable.
Pelo menos você sabe.
I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. You are precious to you. I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere.
Você acha que eu tenho poder pra isso?
She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell. Você não é nada parecido com o que estava na imagem. Tina, soon the pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer.
Vivian, quando você quiser ter ult, só me avisar. Caralho. É agora?
What happened? What the...
Vivian! Belle, don't come near me. This is my own choice.
O que você fez, Vivian?
I will change the fate I saw. Vivian! I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian, your body.
I'm sorry you had to
Fogo?
see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No, please. No.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian? No. It can't end like this.
Ok, Traveler. Então a Belle tem o poder de repelir a contaminação de éter? It feels as if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with her familiar smile. Será que um dia vai mostrar a professora? But soon, the environment and your teacher both dissolve in the water, like behind a misty curtain, blurring and vanishing.
Belle, you're scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with Landon's serum.
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he got her checked over, and she was all right. Can you recall what happened?
You were in dire straits, singing Sultans of Swim.
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. And then I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian. I don't even know what I did, but then I passed out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I led Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now. Belle, do you feel any discomfort?
Just a bit dizzy.
Just a bit dizzy.
For tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything then.
Okay.
Okay. Good night then.
This time, there are no strange sounds or sights in your dream, and you sleep peacefully throughout the night. Shortly after you wake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lycon arrived at the video store.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
Você acha, Vivian? Ficar fazendo uma merda dessa? Depois eu falo a merda da Dina. Cabeça dura do caralho. Assim, o David mandou até lá quando saiu o trailer, no Vagando ZZZ. É igualzinho o símbolo de quântico. É sua culpa sim.
You only became an ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start. But I didn't see anything through EOS. Hugo, Lycon, did either of you guys see anything strange?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede.
Do quê? A energia etérea dentro da Proxy que afetou a condição da Vivian e as partículas etéricas ao redor do lugar, causando a corrupção a voltar. Eu tô achando que eles estão indo rápido demais no desenvolvimento da Belle.
Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
Então a ciência sabe que dá pra reverter, mas não tem ferramentas para reverter. Então a única defesa que tem é evitar. É energia etérica?
How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
Bom, foi basicamente o que você fez.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
Isso tem a ver com a professora?
Our teacher? So this has to do with her?
E por que o Wise não tem?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss YIXUAN might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have.
Ela tá aceitando pet?
She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
É porque eu mereci. Relaxa, Lycon. Falha completa.
If she causes trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
That just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once.
Uma única vez? Por tudo que eu passei?
There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
Hugo, eu tenho quase certeza que ele falou que se tiver na capacidade dele, cadê? Aí, ó. Provided it's within his means, ou seja, dentro da capacidade dele, ele vai oferecer assistência. Então, relaxa aí.
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's?
Okay.
The mayor imagined you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately.
Documentos para quê?
But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
A gente casou?
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably. At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss YIXUAN first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Who will like her is to bickering, Vivian sits to one side, eager and anticipatory. Não sei, nunca ouvi falar dessa palavra. As always, you can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighboring noodle shop and hear snippets of Elfie's music from the store. Goodness, time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Lycon, and Vivian take their leave. Vazaram. Acabou, será? Belle, are you feeling alright? Lycon said you could control ether particles and it was a gift from our teacher. I keep thinking about it. And that means YIXUAN, we should investigate her. But let's not talk about that for now. You've only just started to feel better. You should get some rest. I'll be there with you whatever happens in the future. Então a gente vai subir, dormir e terminar a quest. Por que eu tenho que subir e dormir? Só pra terminar a quest. A Mimir. Thank you back on it. A lot sure has happened recently, but the gift teacher left for us. It doesn't begin in the region of humanity. Perhaps this can serve as evidence that she was innocent, but I don't feel anything yet. It doesn't feel like I have any special powers. Your thoughts are all jumbled together and your mind feels heavier and heavier. It drifts off without noticing. Qual o cliffhanger? Nenhum. Acabou. Literalmente acabou. Sem cliffhanger. I need a daily crisis. The story in this are actually exciting, but one should also cherish each passing day. One day, remembers other. Simplesmente acabou. Talk to Wise? Ai, meu Deus. Eu vou ver a gente vai ver a YIXUAN por um último momento. A quest vai terminar feliz. Belle, someone calling herself YIXUAN is here for you. She's dressed like one of those masters of the mystic arts from those movies. Do you know her? Yes, she's my goddess. Ela é minha deusa, conheço ela assim. She saved me in the hollow. I do. She saved Vivian and I when we encountered some materials before. Wise, do you remember what the mayor said before? That he'd bring in a Void Hunter rank special investigator to help us adjust to our ether aptitude. YIXUAN is that investigator. I see. No wonder she has such a unique presence. According to her, we have good feng shui. And 6 trees geometrically blessed and a good place to live too. That makes sense. Really? Yeah, she looked so serious. It didn't sound like just empty flattery. You weren't here when she came in earlier. I asked if she wanted to stay and wait, but she said she wanted to take a look around and you could talk once you were free. If you have time now, you should go find her. Mas é claro que eu vou correr atrás dela, você é louco? Oi. Calma aí, deixa eu dar uma de paparazzo. Caraca, velho. Capricharam nessa aqui, hein?
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
Ela toda é maravilhosa. Esse é o cachorrinho.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could say he's a neighbor of mine. Is there something special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Não subestime os huskies.
Even huskies can be really smart. Howl is proof.
Tá brava por quê, Bel?
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership.
YIXUAN gently pats Howl's head, stuffs a few pennies into his money pouch, and then you return to the video store. Eu quero carinho na cabeça também.
Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Didn't expect you to understand feng shui. Thank you for your blessings. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is YIXUAN, a mystic from YunQuei Summit.
Mystic? YunQuei Summit?
Wait, mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life.
Bel.
But what's YunQuei Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
Que tipo de parceria?
What sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at YunQuei Summit.
Não, que conveniente, hein?
If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
To better control my abilities. It sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
O Wise já tá comprado, já tá chamando ela de Shifu.
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Não, não vai embora. Que barulho foi esse? Ah, o passarinho dela. Let's leave it at that. The weather is nice today. Perfect for going out. Just happen to need to head to a nearby store to collect something. If you're free, how about coming with me? Ah, claro. Quer que eu pegue a coleira? Okay, huh? We have a long path ahead of us, so it would be good to take the opportunity to learn more about each other's ways and methods. Sure. Sounds good. Then let's go. YIXUAN Shifu, where's the store? Eu já tô chamando ela de mestre. It's at Lumina Square. It's called Boyan. I know that store. Oh, I know the store, but hasn't it been closed for ages now? Is that okay, Shifu? It matters not. Whatever the situation, let's head over first. It's been ages since I last came to the Yano's quarter. I'd like to take a look around. Just tell me when you're heading to Lumina Square, we'll meet up there. YIXUAN nods goodbye and you leave 6th Street. Caraca, a quest não terminou ainda, mano. E bora pra Lumina Square. Ah, quem é essa galera? Estou fazendo rodeando minha deusa.
Here's my palm. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
Você tá drogado, meu amigo? Você não sabe falar normal, não?
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey, quit cutting in line.
Who are these people?
So, this is where you were. Who are all these people?
You're here, Belle? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter.
Facing the crowd, YIXUAN remains calm and composed, and says,
Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session.
Essa é inteligente. Só mexer no bolso que a galera vaza. Em um instante todo mundo vaza.
All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still effective.
Banish Wealth and Desire spell.
Banish Wealth and Desire? That's a spell? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Honkai Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
Shifu, please wait. So many people wanted to tell their fortune. You must be a divine immortal of legend. Could finally get to meet. Please, I need your help. I am no immortal, just a normal mystic. However, it appears you're in quite a pickle. He bumped his head when it was produced, and I don't know what part got damaged, but sometimes it got outdated and really slow to respond. Also, it can connect to the internet. Tá sem Wi-Fi. So it's caught up on anything and ends up looking even more silly. Tadinha. I'm afraid it can be repaired and it gets scrapped, so it refuses to go for repairs. But it's like watching those movies with mortals who catch demons, so it wants to learn mystic arts. If you try and convince it might agree to be repaired. So, you wish to use the mystic arts as a cover to convince it to get repaired. It shouldn't be difficult. Well, do you know any place nearby that does repairs? Deixa eu procurar primeiro. No need for that. I can check it over first. If there's no major hardware issues, I can do some debugging and adjustments. Very well. Really? Really amazing, you two are amazing. My friend is not far from here, please go and check it out. Então vamos consertar o bambuzinho. Ah, pensei que ele ia andar do meu lado. Não, ele já tá aqui. See, look, I brought you the Divine Immortal. Really? A real immortal? Yep, really, they're amazing. Na, 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 na. She even says she'll train you in the mystic arts. Yes, however, in order to walk the path of a mystic, you must have an innate talent for it. Please allow your senior sister on the path of the mysticism to check her over. Great. I can be like those movie protagonists, learning out some art, mystic arts. Invisible. I don't go for a dango. A widget for a widget. Tá, vamos arrumar lá. Good repair, how do you feel? What was that? A countless messages and updates are flashing before my eyes. Could this be, is this what they call enlightenment? Amazing. I've been enlightenment. Congrats, you are now connected to the internet. Thank you, please be my mentor, my official Shifu. It's a bit too early for that. You have natural talent, but you must hone your state of mind. Once you've matured a little more, you may come to seek mentorship. I do not know much of bamboo affairs, but I can teach you an incantation, the spell of calming. And if you're agitated and wish to fight those other bamboo, you can recite this incantation under your breath. Their brains are made of defective parts. Você quer avoid conflict and disasters. Eu não sei não, Richo. Você tá ensinando ele a buscar mais briga. I see. Their brains are made of defective parts. The November contemplates this for a while. Its gaze growing brighter. That's so amazing. As I recite this spell, those bully bamboo don't seem so irritating anymore. Thank you for teaching me the spell of calming. It really works. You're welcome. Though one should not get into fights if possible. If you must, be sure to win the fight, understand? Understood. Thank you, Shifu. Thank you, Shifu. Both Shifu. Thank you both for helping us. Since you're all alright now, it is time for us to take our leave. Belle, let's head to the store.
right up ahead.
Yes, this is the place.
Minha nossa senhora, Gabi, olha isso, meu. A Rui tá... É por isso que o ZZZ... É por isso que o ZZZ não é bem otimizado, mano. O tanto de conta matemática que vai pra essas animações aí, velho. Isso é louco.
Ah, this is the one.
Seems like it's closed.
Seems it's closed. Another wasted trip.
Não, é a única há muito tempo que me chamou a atenção. Desde a Jane, não tem um personagem que eu queria tanto quanto ela.
Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
YIXUAN walks up to the door, gently knocks 3 times in rhythm, and then slips a note through the door. A moment later, someone coughs and cracks open the door, passing something to YIXUAN. Tem alguém dentro?
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
What a strange business.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Is that so?
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there is no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
Ah, com certeza. E com certeza você vai ser parte da minha conta. Ah, ela foi embora. Triste. Ei, me dá o endereço dela. Wise. Fala, Naxa. Tá tudo certo. You went well. It's just that YIXUAN Shifu deals with things in a rather unique way. Maybe that's just how a mystic does things. See, Belle, do you think that YIXUAN Shifu do you think what YIXUAN Shifu claim is real? Learning mystic arts and whatnot, it sounds like it came straight out of a movie. Are we going to be like those movie protagonists who use talismans to defeat ethereals and magical rays to suppress hollows? Movies are made up, video games don't. It definitely won't be as exaggerated as the movie, but I don't think YIXUAN Shifu is lying. She really did display mystical powers back in the hollow. I see. Well, I trust your judgment, plus the mayor must have this reason for choosing her to teach us. YIXUAN Shifu said the mayor would have us help her on some investigations. I wonder what it is. Either way, we'll find out soon. There is no rush. Well, you've been so busy, you should take a break. Acabou agora? Não, agora acabou. Agora acabou.